Back every weekday morning here at 9, we bring you live interviews with officials, organizations, and nonprofits in our community.
Let's take a look back at some of our biggest interviews of 2025. Every weekday morning, KOCO 5 News brings big names that make news in our community to our 9 a.m. newscast. And education, a big topic in 2025. To start the year, then State Superintendent Ryan Walters defending a controversial policy requiring school districts to gather proof of citizenship when a student enrolls. So it sounds like this proposal is more of a data gathering proposal that helps you all get the numbers that you need for your office. For people who might have concerns that say this targets students who are just in the classroom to learn, what would you say to them?
No, it absolutely doesn't. What this does is this helps ensure that we understand there are folks in the country illegally, they're coming into our schools. It cost Oklahoma $474 million is the low estimate of how much it costs taxpayers to educate these children that we have no data around. We don't know where the families are coming from. We don't know when they've moved in, when they've moved out. We have to fix a problem, you first have to understand the problem. We have to get this information, and so we're going to continue to do that to make sure that we're giving the best education to all of our kids.
In September, Walters resigned to become the CEO of the Teacher Freedom Alliance. And KOCO welcomed new State Superintendent Lyndall Fields to our 9 a.m. after he was officially sworn in.
50th's thrown out a lot, whether it's 50th, 48th, 46th, or even 35th. I think we have some work to do.
Throughout the year, monthly check-ins with the leader of the Metro's largest school district, Oklahoma City Public School Superintendent Dr. Jamie Polk.
Well, it's pretty much the same, except for we have enhanced. Opposed to doing new, we're just going to do better. It's real important, though, that not only our community, but the state and nationwide know that we will support whoever is in that seat, because we're going to continue to put students first. We're looking for time to teach, and it does not necessarily have to be in brick and mortar. It can be at home.
And in spring, state lawmakers in the middle of a legislative session. State House Speaker Kyle Hilbert sharing more on budget talks.
And now we're negotiating with the Senate on where we want to land on the budget, and those negotiations are going very well.
Senate Pro Tem Lonnie Paxton on with us after Governor Kevin Stitt fired several state forestry employees, including the director.
I think we kind of reacted kind of quickly to some of these things, and I think cooler heads are starting to prevail, but we'll work our way through it.
Governor Kevin Stitt stopped by in August as President Donald Trump had moved National Guard members to patrol D.C. Some states volunteered additional units, and Governor Stitt said he would help if asked.
If the president calls on us and needs us to do something, we certainly would.
But the big headline in 2025, history made in Oklahoma City. Over the summer, month by month, Oklahomans cheering on the OKC Thunder during the NBA Finals.
Halfway down. Here's Wallace, goes it. Jokic, oh, he throws it down. A thunderous dunk from Cason Wallace, and the crowd erupts again.
Thunder reporters Paris Lawson, Nick Gallo, and Michael Cage on the show breaking down the big plays for KOCO viewers. And they also gave a glimpse into what the team needed to do to take home the champions title and coveted Larry O'Brien trophy.
It's Game 5. You're one win away from going to the NBA Finals, and this group did not lose focus for one bit.
Now they've got a division rival in the Minnesota Timberwolves coming in. These teams definitely familiar with each other, and the Timberwolves have an incredible player out on the perimeter, Anthony Edwards, one of the most explosive guards in the NBA. And then they've got great size on the interior with Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle, so it should really be a fascinating matchup and an opportunity for the Thunder to really try to continue to get better as the playoffs go on.
Do you see this going to a Game 7?
You know, it's interesting. I think that the Thunder have the ability to close out, but it's very difficult to close out on the road, but I like their chances.
And June 22nd, they did it. The OKC Thunder taking the NBA champions title. And OKC Mayor David Holt on KOCO sitting down with us after leading the champions parade that drew hundreds of thousands downtown.
Tuesday was, I'm not prone to hyperbole. I say this with all intentionality. Tuesday was the greatest single day in the city's history.
This year, we saw our community not only come together for the Thunder, but also for each other. In November, thousands of Oklahomans felt the impact of the pause to SNAP benefits due to the government shutdown, and local food banks stepped in to help.
Think 1 in 3 children, so 17 and under, 1 in 3 will be impacted by this. SNAP is so important for us. It's a federal nutrition program that ensures 9 meals for every one that the charity sector can provide.
Stacey Dykstra, the food bank CEO, joining us live to help understand the scope of the shutdown on those they serve. Her team saw an increase in demand.
This is different because there are going to be so many more people in need that we're going to need an extra about $5.5 million a month in order to help provide the food that's necessary.
Metro-wide, countless events to celebrate holidays, nonprofits, and more stopping by the show. From supporting breast cancer research to OKC's Juneteenth organizers, all trusting KOCO with their coverage.
With each one of us being impacted by somebody probably in our families, friends, co-workers, it really hits home with all of us. So we truly want to make a difference.
Here in Oklahoma and here in America, we're looking at celebrating. It's all about joy. It's all about fun. It's all about the education of what Juneteenth is as well, which is a celebration.
Kylie Walker, KOCO 5 News.